and welcome to the program. This edition of Newsroom series covering Nigeria's Northeast. I am Bukola Koka. First, the top stories. The federal government has released funds for payment of withheld salaries of non-academic staff union of federal universities. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation made this known in a statement in Abuja. According to the OAGF, the federal government has also released funds for payment of benefits to retirees under the Nigeria Union of Pensioners Contributory Pension Scheme sector. The OAGF said payments to the non-academic staff union of federal universities had commenced, and many have confirmed receipt. The office reiterates the federal government's commitment to efficiently catering to the well-being of Nigerian workers and retirees. Over 2,000 persons in communities affected by insurgency and the recent flooding that devastated Madagali local government area of Adamawa state are benefiting from a medical outreach which targets surgical and non-surgical medical conditions prevalent in the area. The program, which is facilitated by the Adamawa State Governor Umaru Fintiri in collaboration with the Nigeria Medical Association Adamawa State Chapter, seeks to cover post-insurgency health and the challenges in affected communities, as well as victims of recent flooding in the area.
Madagali local government area of Adamawa state, devastated by Boko Haram, which negatively affected all aspects of human life, including the health sector. The last flooding disaster wreaked havoc on residential areas and farmlands, rendering thousands homeless and causing major damage to public infrastructure. Wading through the water on foot or driving vehicles across is now a daily routine for commuters. Members of the NMA and officials of the Adamawa state government are on a medical outreach to these Madagali communities, bringing free but qualitative medical care. The medical director of the government house, Yola, as well as the chairman of the NMA Adamawa chapter, give insights into the outreach.
We have 3 centers for this Physicians Week. The major group of the chunk of people are in the Cottage Hospital, where basically it was surgical operations that is taking place there. While in primary health here, Duhu, and the MDD here, this is where the medical cases are being sent. And doctors are here very busy, as you can see, seeing and consulting patients, while surgical operations are basically taking place in the Cotton Hospital.
Most of the cases we've seen is what we call inguinal hernias. Usually this is a common thing that we expect to see here because they are farmers. As being farmers, it's a risk factor for them to develop those surgical conditions. And because of the situation of the environment and the community, they are holding on to this disease for a very long time, some 10 years, some more than 10 years, without having surgical care.
Chairman Madagali Local Government Council and a beneficiary of the medical intervention expressed their views about the exercise.
This medical outreach has come at the right time because people are under serious devastation of health. Honestly, coupled with the trauma of this flood disaster that happened recently, in fact, very much of them are depressed. We have series of medical attention that require medical attention, and since the existence of the local government, we have never seen such an occasion.
The surgical operations and other treatments are conducted by doctors and other medical staff drawn from tertiary medical institutions and other major hospitals in the state.
Residents of Wukari local government area of Taraba state affected by the Tiv Jukun crisis are appealing to the state government to provide free medical care delivery and cater to their well-being. They made the appeal when they created for Good Works, a non-governmental organization, provided free medical outreach to over 3,000 of them.
Almost a year now since the last Steve Jukun crisis reared its ugly head in the southern zone of Taraba state, plunging many residents into a state of homelessness and loss of livelihoods, life has not been the same. Some residents of Bukari local government area who are caught up in this trap are here to seek medical attention due to their inability to pay their medical bills in view of the current economic realities.
It was this morning that I'm at home. I was called by a friend that something like this is happening here, and that there's some people that came that they are offering free meditation. So, and I'm having a problem of ulcer, eye problem, and waist pain. So I decided to come. And when I came, I got attention. Yeah, because the way I'm seeing the taps, they are strong taps. It's going to help me strongly.
These medical professionals under the Created for Good Works platform say they are delivering medical services free of charge and have targeted over 3,000 residents to ensure they get back on their feet.
To tell the truth, yes, I'm happy, but my heart breaks. There's some cases that there's nothing you can really do much about. There's only a certain limit we can go to. Although we do try our best, we refer and also maybe try and get some other people to, help them. It breaks my heart that they cannot access what they are supposed to. It's a fundamental right. They cannot access what they are supposed to access. It breaks my heart, but it also gives me joy that I'm able, as a family, we're able to meet these people at the point of their needs.
It's a laudable initiative, according to the state government, which pledges to collaborate with any organization that's out to assist in mitigating the impact of other causes of vulnerability through comprehensive and quality healthcare service delivery.
Some of the areas of coverage include health services, including HIV care and support, household economy strengthening services, child protection and gender services, nutrition support services, health system strengthening and sustainability.
The state government says it's also taking steps to alleviate the sufferings of vulnerable residents beyond healthcare delivery service, to include vocational skills training and special grant transfers to support those affected by the current economic downturn.
The Bauchi state government is actively seeking the media's support to promote educational opportunities for girls, which aims to enhance enrollment, retention and learning outcomes through favorable coverage. This initiative coincides with the launch of the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Agile project supported by the World Bank. Our correspondent Hajara Aliu reports.
The principal actors,
education and media stakeholders convened for a roundtable discussion focused on adolescent girls in Bauchi State.
So I thank you most sincerely.
According to UNICEF Fact Sheet 2022, 7.6 million girls are out of school nationwide. Notably, 48% of those out of school girls reside in the Northwest and Northeast regions.
Southwest, Southeast, and then South-South. From 81% and above attend secondary school. And they are from poor family. This figure is not talking about the rich family, but the poor family. Only 9% from the poor family in the north attend secondary school.
In response to this crisis, several initiatives have been implemented. The Agile project, developed by the Federal Ministry of Education and backed by the World Bank, is the latest. The program is designed to enhance secondary education opportunities for girls aged 10 to 20.
the media team.
The Bauchi state government is engaging the media as a crucial partner in the Agile project's implementation.
Agile cannot do it alone. That is why this component is very, very key, because you need to change people's understanding. You need to change the mindset of people to see girls' education as a catalyst towards societal development.
Through agenda setting, media influences people to accept, people to agree, people to pay attention, and people to participate. That is sustainability. So this is the specific role of agenda setting that is hanging on our necks as stakeholders to drive this very good project to the desired destination.
The government reiterates its commitment to continuous advancement in the educational sector, highlighting the importance of this partnership in addressing the needs of girls.
The government is doing a lot in the education sector. And even in the state budget, the education sector receives the lion's budget. And if you go to the chatbot, even in terms of the budget releases, the education sector will definitely say, so far, so good.
This collaboration aims to tackle the challenges faced by adolescent girls in education and promote solutions for improvement. Hajara Aliyu, Channels Television News.
More on girl-child education. This time, the Yobe state government, under its World Bank program, Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, Agile, has sought partnership of the members of the State Assembly in enrolling more adolescent girls into senior secondary schools. The project coordinator, Abdullahi Bulla, who also visited some key stakeholders, took to the streets of Damaturu, the state capital, to sensitize the general public on the significance of girl-child education.
Members of the Yobe State House of Assembly welcomed the team to discuss issues of compulsory girl-child education and minimize hawking on the streets. After interaction, the team proceeds to the State Ministry of Finance to inform the Commissioner of the planned cash transfer for girls from junior secondary schools to senior secondary schools. Next port of call is the State Teaching Service Board, where the team seeks the cooperation of teachers in retaining adolescent girls in schools.
This project implementation team is here on a courtesy visit for us to give Honorable Speaker and the House of Assembly the updates of how it started and the mission of this project that has a very high goal of supporting the education of our girls in Yobe State.
In their responses, all the stakeholders pledge to work hand in hand with the Agile project.
Also about the issue of cash transfer. This is what is definitely affecting our people, because not everybody can afford to pay the stipend, even the PTA. Yes. By the time the school authority asks parents to pay PTA, that will be the first time, it will be the first reason of withdrawing their children from school. So by doing so, I think it is a very good development, and also it will definitely support the program that we want to implement.
We here not only agile, any program that will help in promoting education in Yobe State, TSB is totally and 100% in support. So be rest assured that we are fully behind you people.
What we are doing today is the first step to get more girls into school, not only into school, to learn, get educated, complete their studies, and continue.
The team also takes to the streets of Damaturu, the state capital, to commemorate the World Girl Child Day, as well as create awareness to the general public on why the adolescent girls must be educated. All the efforts are geared towards the enrollment, retention, as well as discourage the cultural norms and misconceptions on girl-child education.
Governor Inuwa Yahaya's desire to build a modern city in the heart of Gombe State is becoming a reality as civil engineering works have commenced at the rechristened Shehu Abubakar district in line with Gombe Capital Special Development Zone project. The 168 hectares of land named BAP4 under then Bauchi State was disfigured and abandoned for close to 50 years, with the governor, Inuwa Yahaya, becoming the first to muster the political will to reclaim it from the clutches of land speculators and the onslaught of giant gullies. The Gombe Geographic Information System says the Shehu Abubakar District project will take away uncontrolled development and place Gombe at par with well-planned cities globally.
This is Shehu Abubakar District, designed to be a towering monument in Gombe State's journey towards building a smart and sustainable city of the future. According to the Director General of Gombe Geographic Information Systems, the Shehu Abubakar District, fitted with all the trappings of modernization, such as roads, street lights, and copious state-of-the-art public use features, is Governor Inuwa Yahaya's gift to the next generation.
To revive this layout is paramount for the future generation. Why? Because if you look at the present layout, the present GRE, we don't have up to 100 empty plots. You understand? So that is why we are commending him, because he is supporting us financially, technically, morally. He is supporting us. So my comment is for the governor, because without him supporting us, he cannot even buy to this idea.
With its tailor-made custom designs, the new layout also aims to stem the proliferation of shanties that has impeded development in the state capital.
This thing that we are doing for the next generation, not for this generation. If you look at Gombe City, Gombe State, it's surrounded by squatter settlement. That is ghetto settlement, haphazard development. If you look at this Uro Liman, very close to Diare here, London Medorawa, Hamadukapi, Sarankyo, all these villages. You understand? So His Excellency wants to reduce the issue of payment of compensation. That is why, even this layout that I'm telling you, people blocked even some of the access roads. So we want to stop all this, shit. That is why we embark on this restoration.
Describing town planning as a risky job that requires courage, equity, and political will, the Commissioner for Special Duties and Regional Integration, who chairs the Verification Committee, describes the Shehu Abubakar District as an example of beauty and modernity.
What follows is to recertify all the title holders and issue them with the titles. And of course, in the course of this work you are witnessing here, we have made some adjustments as far as the layout is concerned to accommodate the existing infrastructural developments here.
With 24 billion naira earmarked for gully erosion and road projects within the estate, the Shehu Abubakar district is viewed by residents as an out-of-the-box initiative.
I think this place has connected people that are wishing to stay here with other part of the state. So you see, this will bring a lot of development. Someone that plans to come and stay here, he have access to almost all part of the facilities and other recreational activities in the state.
Thank God for our present governor, His Excellency Inuwa Yahaya, having an elite governor that knows the importance of control of gully and erosion to its citizens as a whole. And it will even bring more tourists to Gombe.
Named after the late Emir of Gombe State, government officials reveal that the Shehu Abubakar district is a cynosure that is already attracting widespread interest from expatriates living in Gombe State and prospective local and international investors.
And from Gombe to Taraba State, where the governor, Abu Kefa, says his administration is determined to turn around the infrastructure deficit and ensure economic development and food security. The governor says he will leverage on the 2023 Electricity Act to launch a new hydroelectric power project that will serve the state and the country, as well as take the lead on energy development and become a net exporter of energy by transforming Taraba into a state of opportunities. He was speaking when he held a Taraba critical stakeholder engagement in Abuja.
This meeting between Governor Agbu Kefas, Taraba State stakeholders, China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, and developers of Taraba State Master Plan is to chart a new course for the development of the state. The meeting is a follow-up to the governor's working visit to the president of the Chinese construction firm CCECC in Beijing, and the discussion is focused on energy development, infrastructure, economy, and food security.
The signing of MOU between CCECC Nigeria Limited and the Taraba State Government is a remarkable milestone and will serve as another outstanding proof of our commitment to the development of Nigeria. We fully understand the significance of infrastructure, energy, natural resources, and food security to the progress and prosperity of Nigeria.
With the concentration of development on the state capital for decades, the state government believes expanding development to the unreached population will rapidly expand transformation with a comprehensive master plan of 2024 to 2050 that will stand the test of time.
In most of the states, you find out that the concentration of a master plan, a development master plan, is normally in this capital city. But in this one, both the state capital, the senatorial districts, and all the local governments are integrated. You will have a growth that integrates the whole of the state and exploiting the potentials of each of these zones. So this is completely unique.
Governor Agbu Kefas, on his part, says he's committed to unlocking the rich potential of Taraba State by forging new paths towards a vibrant economy with the launch of a new energy project.
Our ambition is to launch a new hydropower project with CCECC that will serve Taraba and our neighboring states in the northeast, making Taraba a net exporter of energy. 2, infrastructure and natural economic development. We have made strides in infrastructure development, but there is still much more to be done. By working with CCECC, we can expand our road networks, improve transportation system, and harness our natural resources, including minerals and agriculture.
He insists on transforming the state's infrastructure, thereby ensuring economic development and food security via mechanized farming in the state.
We are blessed with vast agricultural potential. Taraba can and will become the food basket of Nigeria. But we need sustainable development plans, mechanized farming, and better storage and processing facility to make this a reality.
Parties to the agreement signed a memorandum of understanding with the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation and assures residents of speedy development to unlock the rich potential of the state.
And that's it on the program, this edition of Newsroom series covering Nigeria's Northeast. We'll be back again next week. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.